Hello YouTube. It's my first video. Just thought I'd do a review of this MSI GS70 Stealth Pro Silver Edition. I've had it for about a month now. Pretty used to it. Like it a lot. There are a few things that I wasn't not able to find on other YouTube videos about it that I couldn't really figure out until I had it. So I figured I'd share some of those with you. Hopefully answer some questions that may not have been addressed in any other videos. Pretty much the basic specs have been gone over 100 times in other places, but it's a 16 gigs RAM, a i7 4710 I think is the model, I can't remember, and then it has the GT 970 Nvidia graphics card. And I put in 3 250 gig SSDs in RAID 0, and that replaced the 120 gig that came with it, and that has been a great upgrade. Some people seem to say that there's only 2 extra or 2 MSATA slots inside the case, but there are 3. They're all right here on this corner. There's like 19 screws, and I'm not going to take those off right now. But it's real easy to take it off. It's just a lot of work. You got the 19 screws on there. These 2 are longer than the others. Just don't lose track of those 2. There's 2 slots right here for MSATA, and there's 1 right here sideways that's hidden by this little flap. It's like this little piece of plastic. Really flexible plastic that you can just pull that back and slide in a third. So there's 3 SSD MSATA cards in there, and then there's 1. It's a HSG. I can't remember the name. The old Hitachi HSGT or something is the brand now. 1 terabyte drive that I just left in there for mass storage, and then it came with the 16 gigs. I think I already said that. Yeah, GTX 970. And this, oh yeah, this sticker, warranty is sticker void if tampered. It doesn't actually void your warranty unless you seriously jack something up in there. As far as I know, it doesn't officially, well, I guess officially it does void your warranty, but they'll still service it as long as it's not obviously something that you've done yourself to cause it to be damaged. It's just kind of a way out for them if they don't feel like fixing something. Let's see. So 17-inch screen. The screen looks great. Love it. It does have some bleed out if you go extreme angles, but all I can say is just why don't you just look at the screen like a normal person and not have to worry about that. As far as like looking straight on or even from like side views, everything looks very nice and crisp, and obviously it just booted up super fast right there. I didn't do a count. I don't have a lot of tools with me right now for benchmarking and gauging stuff, but you can just see for yourself it booted up really fast. Got my password in here. Let's see, what else to say? What was I going to talk about? Talked about the stats and my upgrades. Pretty much the only upgrades I did were the hard drives. And let's see, I'm going to take a look at those real quick. Just upgraded to Windows 10. Also liking that so far. The Windows 8.1 version does come with a free upgrade. I went ahead and put Windows 10 Pro on here. As you can see, got a lot of, this is all my SSD room right here. Basically almost 700 gigs of SSD, and then the 1 terabyte drive. And then, yeah. Let's see. So aside from that, the pros, I'm going to go over the pros and cons here. Pros, obviously, I think it's a great form factor. I love how slim and narrow it is, on the vertical. It's very light for its, for the size it is for a 17-inch laptop. The build quality is very good. It's solid metal. The only plastic piece anywhere on this is this little strip right here. I have no idea why they did it, but it doesn't detract a lot. and I don't know. That's the only plastic. Otherwise, it's a very, very solid build. Well, actually, I suppose this little bevel right here is plastic as well. So just want to be upfront about that. The fans, I do want to mention the fans. Well, that goes on the cons actually, because the cons, the only con I can really think of right now, well, two. One is the position of the AC power adapter is kind of strange. It gets in the way every now and then, but I've come up with some solutions for myself that work for me. Not the end of the world. And then the heat. This has no rear vents. It's got only the side vents. So there are two, one on each side. So it does a fair job of keeping it cool. When you're playing a game or something, it can get warm. It does get warm. If it's, you know, like I play Total War, that gets it warm. Rocket League, things like that, no. It can handle, you know, light gaming without getting hot, because it's just not even a struggle for it. But you get into some more graphically intensive games or CPU intensive games, and it does heat up, and you will need to keep it on a solid surface. I have actually a board I keep it on if I'm in bed, because I like to play in bed a lot. We have our desktops over there, but they're often occupied. So I end up on this a lot laying in bed, and if you don't have something solid under it, it does get very toasty while you're playing a game. Now, if you're not playing a game and you're just browsing the web or something, it does just fine. It doesn't even really kick the fans on at all, because it's overpowered for doing that stuff. So it's just not struggling, and it can cool it very effectively. Fans are really the only con, I would say, is the heating, the heat dissipation. It does a good job for its size, but still, it's going to get warm. That's really the only con that I can think of and that I've experienced so far. The performance has been great. I don't know. I have benchmarking software, but you can check that out on other videos. It does a great job. It plays World of Warcraft, if you're into that. It's 60 frames per second on ultra settings, no problem. Total War Attila, it's playing on not extreme settings, but one down. I can't remember what that is. One down from extreme, and it plays it at around 50 FPS. So I'm very happy with that. Skyrim, just off the charts. Ultra settings, no problem. So yeah, hopefully this has answered or addressed a few topics. Also, this is also, just in case you weren't aware, this is a fan intake. So that's one purchasing decision I made to get this one, because some of the intake, or not all the intake, is from the bottom. So the airflow, I know I complained about the heat, but it could be a lot worse. The heat, air intakes, part of it comes in from this top little perforated surface here. So if you do have it resting on your lap or on your bed sheets or whatever, it can at least still draw some air in, even if it's not on a solid surface. So that's part of why I actually got this one, is because I knew I was going to be using it in bed, and that allows for some airflow to get in, even if it is sitting on fabric. But anyways, yeah, great laptop. I would definitely recommend it. 9 out of 10. I mean, it's a great laptop. I think I paid $16.50 or something like that for it on Newegg about a month ago. Not on sale or anything. I probably could have found it cheaper, but that's what I wanted at that time, and that's what I got. So yeah, hope it was good. And if you have other questions, just ask me in the comments, and I will answer them. Thank you.